The Liberty Bell is a large bell in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It is made mostly of copper. The bell is 3 feet, 0.9 meter high, and weighs 2,080 pounds, 943 kilograms. The bell has a large crack on its front side. What does it mean? The Liberty Bell is a symbol of American freedom. People rang it to announce America's independence from Great Britain in 1776. The bell is also a symbol of the fight to end slavery in the United States. Who made it? The first Liberty Bell was made in England in 1752.
Okay, listen to this next fact because it's kind of cool.
It was made for the State House in Philadelphia. It cracked the first time people tried to ring it. John Pass and John Stowe remade the bell in 1753.
Can you believe that? They spent all this time making this ginormous bell, and then the very first time they tried to ring it, yeah, boom, it got a big crack in it.
History. The Liberty Bell got its name from a poem against slavery in 1839. The bell cracked again in 1835. The crack was fixed. But in 1846, the bell cracked worse than before. It never rang again.
And so there you can see a good close-up picture of the crack in it. And yeah, it seemed like they tried to repair it several times, but each time they repaired it, it continued to crack. And so they don't ring it anymore. Well, kind of they do.
Where to see it?
Listen.
Today, the Liberty Bell can be seen near Independence Hall in Philadelphia. Each Independence Day, the bell is gently tapped with a rubber hammer to honor America's freedom.
So they can't ring it with the thing on the inside, but they tap it with a hammer so that it can still make a sound to ring on 4th of July. So Dominic, what does the first question ask? Where is the Liberty Bell? Ooh, do you remember? Do you remember from Pebble Go? Or should we go back and look? Zoe, go ahead and have a seat for me, please. Kaylin, do you remember? Yes. The Liberty Bell's a little different than the other symbols because a lot of these symbols are in Washington, D.C., where the president lives. But the Liberty Bell is different. It is in a place called Philadelphia, which is near Washington, D.C., but you definitely have to get in your car and drive a ways. So where is the Liberty Bell? It is in Philadelphia. So check it out. Philadelphia is a long word, so watch. Oh, and you guys are going to think this is totally wacky. It is Philadelphia, but I am not going to write a F. PH is making the F sound in Philadelphia.
No, it's PH. No, PH.
Oh, check it out. Look.
Another one.
Yeah, it has not one, but 2 PHs.
I don't have my book. Miss Miles, I don't have my book.
Okay, let's take a look at, at our second question over here. Who would like to read the second question about the Liberty Bell? Camden, have a seat. Gavin? Gavin, I am so sorry, but we had some friends who were choosing to talk while you were reading the question. So let's try that one more time. Ooh, what is the Liberty Bell made of? Do you remember, or should we go back and look? I'm trying really hard to be patient. Seth, do you remember what it said? Yes, very good. It is made of copper. Copper is the same thing that like pennies are made out of, how they're that kind of shiny brown color. Now, do you think that making the Liberty Bell out of copper worked out really well? Maybe not, because what happened when the bell rang? And then they fixed it, and what happened when the bell rang? Yeah, so maybe making it out of copper was not the best choice. Well, thank you so much, Josie and Lainey. They are making sure to keep their sound effects inside their head, even when they're done. All right, let's look at the third question. Oh, this one might be a little bit tricky. We might need to go back and double check on this one. Who can read that third question for us? Paige? Good. What does the Liberty Bell stand for? Please turn off your explosions out of your mouth. It is frustrating.
Do you need a smaller
Colson,
one?
do you remember? Freedom. Let's go back. I'm pretty sure you're correct. But let's go back and double check just to be sure. I'm pretty sure that's correct. What does it mean? Oh, here we go.
Liberty Bell is a symbol of American freedom.
He got it. Yeah, so what does the Liberty Bell stand for? Free. Dumb. Marianne, go ahead and turn your sounds off. Griffin, would you like to read question number 4?
Yes.
Oh man, did you hear that, Cooper? He asked when was the first bell built? Oh man, there's no way I remember that one. Ooh, yeah, because they gave us several dates. Let's see. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Was made in England in 1752.
All right, what did you hear? Yeah, 1752. That, and what year is it right now? Yeah. Yes, as Griffin said, that was a long time ago. No wonder the bell has a crack in it. It's a pretty old bell. All right, who is going to read our question down at the bottom? Bryn, what does that one say?
What happened the first time the bell was ringing?
Very good. She said, what happened the first time the bell was rung? And I'm thinking we probably don't need to go back and look at Pebble Go. I'm thinking we know. We saw what happened the first time the bell was rung. William, what happened?
Bang.
Yeah, and did it fall in pieces?
No.
What happened to it?
Had a little crack in it.
Yeah, it got a crack in it that
William.
is still there, or it fixed and then cracked again.
Hey, William. It got a
Yes,
butt
and I'll
crack.
pull up a
Got a
picture
butt crack.
too,
It got a
so that
butt
we
crack.
can see.
No, the Liberty Bell got a butt crack. Yeah. Crack. Ooh, crack,
It
crack, crack, crack.
cracked. I know. I can't imagine what it must have been like to be there and be ready for this first amazing ringing of the bell. It stands for freedom. It was made in England. And they go to ring the great big bell and instead of a great big ding dong. It must have been awfully disappointing for them. Alrighty, friends, please make sure.
That must be really hard to fix it. I can't believe it breaks after so many years.
Please make sure you have all of them filled in because I am going to switch off of Ladybug and go to a picture because what does the last question ask for us? Oh, raise your hand. Cooper, what does the last one say for us? Yes, what does the Liberty Bell look like? So I'm going to hop off of Ladybug and go find us a picture so that we can see the Liberty Bell.
It's a bell with a crack in it. No, it's the first ever bell to have a butt crack. Butt crack. No, it's so
All right, so here you can see the Liberty Bell, and it kind of has this odd, I don't know, well, I guess you would call it like a holder or something up here at the top, where, yeah, it's holding the bell, and then here's the big bell, and there's the part that does the ding-donging, and here, of course, is the big crack through it. It was, or as we read in there, it is a copper color.